Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of Switch with your resident geek Ankit Vengurlekar and our resident beauty Naomi Datta. This is a bloody exciting show.
And we're very excited. We're generally very excitable on this show. We don't know the meaning of calm or restraint on this show. But the reason that we are really excited on this show is because we're going to be talking about a homegrown company which has really shown us the way when it comes to understanding what the Indian consumer is all about invention. We're going to be talking about Micromax.
And we're reviewing its brand new Canvas HD smartphone. Along with that, here are two machines that are completely redefining laptop.
And if you're still mourning the demise of Google Reader, though we have no clue why, there are some alternatives which are equally good, if not better.
Okay, before we get on with Switch this week, I want you to guess what phone this is. Come on. Bolo.
Galaxy 2. Samsung? This must be HTC or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Note 2 probably.
Boys and girls, this is a Micromax Canvas HD which can easily be mistaken for a Samsung Galaxy S3 or any Samsung Galaxy device for that matter.
Yes, but Ankit, where did it all start with this company? Because this is a company which has shown great invention, great hustle, if I can say so. So where did it all start for them?
4 Indian entrepreneurs. Rajesh Agarwal, Sumit Arora, Rahul Sharma and Vikas Jain. If anybody chronicles the evolution of smartphones in India, these 4 names will definitely be in the top echelons of smartphone innovators in the Indian industry. Who are these guys? 5 years back, 4 lads came together in Gurgaon to form Micromax Mobiles.
If there's any Indian business model which epitomizes the spirit of what I call jugaad, it is Micromax. Yeah, really, it's truly jugaad. Let's get into their backstory.
The year 2000, Micromax starts as a software and e-commerce development company. In 2006, Micromax launches their first fixed wireless terminal. In 2008, Micromax enters the mobile phone market with the X1i handset. 2010, Micromax sells its first million units by January of 2010 in India. It also launched their first Android smartphone, the Micromax Andro A60. 2011, Micromax sells around 1.3 million mobile handsets every month, with a presence in more than 500 districts through 1 lakh retail outlets in India. Product innovations: first long battery life phone with 30 days battery backup and 17 days of talk time, the X1i. X1i Plus, industry's first dual SIM dual standby phone.
So a fascinating story there really on the evolution of Micromax, but while we could spend a lot of time on that, the reason why we are featuring Micromax is because we are featuring the Micromax Canvas HD. Devika Chitnis from the Switch team in fact spent 2 weeks in close proximity with this phone and is convinced that this is the best budget smartphone that her money can buy, in fact anyone's money can buy.
Meet the underdog, the Micromax Canvas HD. Surprisingly, an Indian OEM, Micromax, has packed in the most killer specs at a killer budget price. It's a dual SIM phone with a 5-inch highly responsive touchscreen with the latest Android OS Jelly Bean at an astonishing peanut price of Rs 13,990. 13,990 bucks only. Most of us weren't really looking at this brash and cheeky Micromax company until it absolutely stunned us with this beautiful Canvas HD. The phone has 1 GB RAM that works butter smooth for multitasking, 4 GB of internal memory that can shoot up to 32 GB with a micro SD card, 8 MP rear-facing camera and a 2 MP front-facing camera that produces vivid and beautiful pictures. It can record and play full HD videos. Connectivity options like 3G, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi can be taken for granted. This is the best sub 15,000 smartphone hands down. With its mind-blowing specs, not only is the Canvas HD ready to lock horns with the mighty Samsung Galaxy Grand Duos, it will also beat it when we look at its full HD display. The Canvas HD boasts 720 by 1280 pixels resolution, whereas its contemporary has a meek 480 by 800 pixels. High-definition videos, pictures are way sharper on the A116 Canvas HD than the Samsung Galaxy Grand Duos any day.
And the third reason why you should buy a Micromax phone is because it's made by an Indian OEM. And if you and I don't encourage these young Indian OEMs, then who else will?
So the Switch team definitely gives a switched on rating to the Micromax Canvas HD, a must-buy Android budget smartphone. Okay, but you know, Micromax is doing a lot of things correct with the Canvas HD, the Canvas 2 handsets. But here are 3 pain points, Micromax. Just hang on, just wait with that next Canvas phone that you're designing and wait for that communication. Just, you know, make a war room, everybody get together and just work critically on these 3 points. What is it? Number 1, distribution. You cannot launch a brand new device and not have stock in the market. It started with your Canvas 2. We understand there was Chinese New Year first entire 15 days of February. Your entire factory was in a limbo. But if you're launching a Canvas HD and you're only selling it online and you're still not making deliveries for phones that people have booked a month in advance, that's a lot of bad blood out there in the market.
And the problem, Ankit, is that even after people get their phone, the after sales leaves a lot to be desired.
Okay, it's literally non-existent. In a city like Mumbai, in a small dungeon, a rat hole in Dadar, you have what you call your customer care support office. The attitude of the staff, you know, the overall technical knowledge leaves much to be desired. If you want to be the next Samsung and Nokia, pump up your after-sales support.
Okay, point number 3 now,
And the storyboard experts speak it.
The advertising. I mean, they haven't, of course, launched any campaign for the
Canvas HD.
Yeah, but you know, the previous one, I know they're trying to replicate whatever Samsung does at half the price, at 1/3 the price. But for God's sake, do not copy their advertising. I mean, you were quirky, you were homegrown with that Akshay Kumar. Yeah, it was cool. It was quirky. Why are you copying the Samsung advertising?
Get a little desi, man. You guys are rocking it at the bottom end of the pyramid, and you can rock it with desi advertisements.
Totally. It's time for a break now, but after that, we're going to show you how you can reimagine the boring old laptop.
Welcome back. You're watching Switch with Naomi, Datta and Ankit Vengurlekar, and we have X-Men superheroes on the show today.
Oh, really? Are you talking about yourself?
No, we are talking about the laptop which is coming up next. The brand new Lenovo X1 Carbon. Is this the Tony Stark of all premium laptops? We'll find out. Let's take a look at its tech specs. The world of gadgets is just like IPL, full of surprises. Who would have thought that a Chinese brand would design one of 2013's most lust-worthy premium laptop? The ThinkPad Carbon X1, true to its name, packs in a classy chassis in an all-carbon frame, which makes it sophisticated, thin and extremely light. It is remarkably sleek and portable for a 14-inch laptop, making it a great travel buddy. Lenovo knows how annoying reflective glossy displays are. It makes a dozen laptops with them. Thankfully, it has gone with a matte display in the X1. That makes for a lot less eye fatigue and a great screen for watching full-length movies on long-haul flights. The ThinkPad Genome pops its head with the unmistakable red track point and the spacious tactile keyboard. Hardware-wise, the X1 packs in everything expected out of a high-end laptop. 3G SIM card slot for connectivity on the go, 4GB RAM that can be scaled up to 8 gigs, solid-state drive scalable up to 256GB, and a boot time of less than 30 seconds. The battery has a nifty little feature where it charges up to 50% in less than 20 minutes and takes almost an hour to reach 100%. The battery life though is a tad too less at 5 to 6 hours of usage. Now, before we talk about the X1 Carbon, what do you think our IT ministry is doing these days?
Well, they're really busy demonizing the internet, I must say. The, you know, all they do is they want to police Twitter, they want to police Facebook. All I hear about is how they're going to do that, how they're going to, you know, every hashtag is made a big issue out of. They're still struggling with how to deal with the demon of social media. There is no demon, it's in your head.
And on the contrary, mainland China and its IT ministry, last week, gave a statement that, in the next 3 years, by 2015, we want to put out a dozen Lenovos and Huaweis in the global marketplace. Look at the vision.
Yeah.
And look at the vision. And look at what Lenovo's done. Now, there might be some discomfort over, Huawei and Lenovo being state-sponsored companies and, who knows what their hidden spy agenda is. But fact of the matter is they're introducing remarkable gadgets at remarkable price points and are completely changing the dynamics of the economy, of the gadget economy. Look at Lenovo, yeah. In an economy where HP and Dell were #1, it's quietly like a hidden crouching dragon.
Sneaking into #1 position.
And they're contemplating buying BlackBerry. How awesome is that?
How awesome is that? When is the last you heard of an Indian IT company doing anything of the sort? But Ankit, coming back to the X1 Carbon option, really, I mean, for people who are not into Mac, who want a non-Mac option, I think this is the best buy, really.
Absolutely.
One hitch, really, it's not Windows 8. Is that
I don't think that's a hitch. I think that's a great USP because the Windows 8 ecosystem is not really as well baked as we'd like it to be right now. And for me personally, a non-touch premium device is brilliant because touch brings a whole different set of issues,
Yeah.
But having said that, for everybody who wants the latest hardware and the latest software, there is a brand new convertible which is changing the game. And it is Acer Iconia. Let's check out the tech specs for this one.
How can a computer running on Intel's lowbrow Atom processor be this good? I kept pinching myself. Is this really happening? The Acer Iconia W510, fancy name, huh? Wait till you hear its processor's nomenclature. A 1.8 GHz Intel Atom Z2760 dual core. Groovy, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. But what is groovy is the funky hybrid design the W510 sports. Tablet, laptop, tablet, laptop, and somewhere in between, a really flexible convertible machine. The W510 has to be the first machine that makes a laptop worthy of the adjective fun. The 10-inch screen has a widescreen aspect ratio, perfect for watching the new season of Game of Thrones. This hybrid packs in 64 gigs of internal storage, a tad too less for our downloadzillas. But hey, there's a USB port that you can hook up your terabyte of external hard disk with. Just one USB port though. There's 2 GB of RAM that keeps things running smooth on this Windows 8 32-bit machine. For connectivity, there are all kinds of ports and radios. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, microSD card slot, microHDMI, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and 2 built-in stereo speakers. The weight of the whole unit is less than 1,300 grams, which coupled with the 6 to 8 hour battery life makes it an ideal travel companion. Time to liquidate those flying miles, we say.
Ankit, very honestly, I am a little uncomfortable with this, the hybrid between the laptop and the tablet.
Really? Why is that? I mean,
I'm like, if I want a tablet, I'll get myself a tablet. If I want a laptop, I'll get myself a laptop. It's just a mental block that I have.
Okay.
But you really are very gung-ho on this particular hybrid.
No, definitely. I think the Iconia W5 is a very rare product and it strikes a beautiful balance in terms of design, full marks for that, ergonomics, usability, battery life. I think it blends in the need for a conventional laptop keyboard and the need for a nice portable tablet beautifully and at that price point. A lot of brands are struggling with it. Samsung Active not really doing a good job at it. Lenovo is struggling with a hybrid mechanism. They're doing a good job with their Yoga, which doesn't detach. The screen or the tablet does not detach from the keyboard dock. And I think it's a brand new space. It's in a very nascent stage right now. There's a lot of evolution and innovation that we will see. But I think Acer's pretty much nailed it at this stage of evolution.
There must be a catch somewhere. There always is. Come on, Ankit. You can't be this easy to please suddenly.
When you use the laptop or the hybrid in conventional laptop mode, where it's sitting here, and because the screen is really thick, because it's a tablet, it's got its entire circuitry built in, the screen tends to fall down because of the weight. So, it becomes a little unergonomic. You have to constantly hold down the keyboard with your hands or with your palms and then type. But apart from that small usage glitch, I think it's a very nice product.
Okay, I'm still a little unconvinced about this uneasy compromise between tablets and...
So you'd rather buy a tablet and have a separate keyboard dock for it?
Yes. I'm a little...
But then you're missing out on the whole array of Windows functionality.
So that was a reimagining of the boring old laptop, though I don't think laptops are boring or old. In spite of all the hype around tablets, laptops are not going anywhere. Now it's time for a break, but after that, if you've been mourning the demise of Google Reader, don't worry, there are lots of options out there which could even be better. So come back after the break. Welcome back, you're watching Switch with me, Naomi, Datta and Ankit, who's currently sipping coffee out of his lens cap. That's wonderful.
Lens? This is actually a funky new lens mug that I just bought from photojojo.com. Mind-blowing funky accessory shop. And if you're a photographer like me, then these are must-haves.
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually a retractable lens. Look at that. It's a zoom lens. How cool is that? And these wristbands, which are lens rings. My favorite 50mm magnification and 2470mm. This is like geek heaven, I can't tell you. Also this one, you're checking this out, we're shooting on a HTC Butterfly with a fisheye lens. I also have a telephoto 2x magnification lens and a wide angle and macro lens with which you can actually shoot the iris of anybody's eye. You can see pictures that I've shot with it. Sorry, I need to be toned down a little.
So that now that Ankit is done showing off his latest accessories.
No, but I'm so excited.
No, we can see you're very excited. And if you're done showing off, let's move on to Google Reader. Everyone knows that it's over for Google Reader. There's a lot of people mourning that. Ankit?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
You're not mourning the demise of Google Reader.
I'm not, my God. In like 5-6 years, I've used Google Reader all at once. I don't know what the whole brouhaha about its demise. I mean, big deal. Number one, are you seriously on RSS even now? Heard of Twitter? Dude, I get all my newsfeed from there.
And this is in keeping with Google's change philosophy after Larry Page has come in, that they don't really want to focus on these niche consumer products which do nothing for them.
And
really.
frankly, it was fugly as hell.
Yeah, and there are a lot better apps in the market that you should be looking at.
Which is what Ekta Tibrewal has put together this week. 3 brilliant options to switch to from Google Reader.
For the longest time, Flipboard resided in the realms of iOS, privy to iPad and iPhone users. This app is amongst the best that we've seen for its design and layout. Flipboard aggregates content from various social platforms and web and presents it in a magazine-style format. Once downloaded, Flipboard lets you choose the publications you love to read and see them on the home screen. Tap on a title to read more from a news source. Available for free on Android and iOS, Flipboard even lets watch videos from within the app. The app also integrates services like SoundCloud and YouTube seamlessly. So if you're looking for a replacement for your much-loved Google Reader, get Flipboard. This one's here to stay, at least for now. If there's one app that'll help you forget about Google Reader, it's Feedly. Available for web, Android and iOS, here's why Feedly makes a great Google Reader alternative. Firstly, Feedly lets you transfer all your Google Readers seamlessly. Second, Feedly has a very fluid user interface. Third, Feedly is very well designed and extremely clean and simple. The app keeps your lists of read articles and unread articles in sync. Feedly also lets you mark the article as save it for later in case an article catches your eye. With Feedly, you share whatever that is you're reading across Facebook and Twitter with its built-in sharing tools. And news is that over 500,000 users moved to Feedly after hearing of soon-to-be-dead Google Reader. Need we say more? Formerly known as Read It Later, Pocket lets you save stories you want to read on the web for later. Pocket is an interesting mix of a news aggregator and Pinterest. The app lets you pocket images, articles, videos, and even recipes from the web. With Pocket on your device, you can always view your saved articles anytime and anywhere, even without an internet connection. Be it articles you've saved on your browser, your computer, or even your apps. Pocket lets you read them all in one place. The app's tagging feature lets you sort content easily. And not to forget, the app is available for free on Android, iOS, and even web. So stop mourning over Google Reader and switch to Pocket.
Now, if you're done mourning over Google Reader, get your hands on Google Keep. Google Keep is Google's brand new service that'll help you jot memos, create notes, pictures, and help you sync content across all your devices. We will bring you a hands-on review of Google Keep in the coming weeks, so till then, stay tuned to Switch.
Naomi, you know there's a life-threatening, life-challenging question lurking out there in the dark, out there.
Really? What is it?
It's not about the Higgs boson particle. It's not about Karina's next film.
Which I know all about. You can watch the A-list this week.
Oh, God. Right, are we done like self-pimping our own shows?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, we're talking about the most important question of 2013. Galaxy S4 versus Xperia Z versus HTC Butterfly versus BlackBerry Z10 versus Nokia Lumia 920. Which is the best test smartphone of all and which one should you buy? That's coming up next week on Switch.
So it's going to be very, very exciting next week also as well as this week. So we are never short on excitement. Do follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @SwitchFeed. We have our Facebook page and Ankit, what more do we have?
And you can catch this video, other episodes on youtube.com/CNBC-TV18 or just hop over to moneycontrol.com where you can catch this entire show once again.
So till next week then, remember to stay switched on.
Switched on.